I'm not into bricks and mortar. I was a hill sheep farmer originally, and before that a hill shepherd. And I missed the animals when I came down here, but I'm afraid the plants in this garden have really taken their place.
It's such a peaceful, wonderful place to wander in solitude, or to walk around with the crowds of people who are here in May when the gardens are at their best, or in the height of summer. There's always something to see, there's always something in flower, and we do have some fantastic plants.
It does look like the gateway to paradise. You've got the hills in the distance, a Nestdale in front of you, and it really is idyllic.
I think the thing that makes the gardens at Muncaster quite so popular is the wonderfully romantic and dramatic landscape setting. So you have the wonderful view with plants from all over the world, particularly the Orient and the Far East. Muncaster is famous mainly for its rhododendrons, and there's a great tradition of plant hunting going back many centuries at Muncaster, and until very recently we were still sponsoring plant hunting expeditions, and China has so many a higher species of plant that we have some plants we know that were collected here and brought to Muncaster in the 1920s and 30s that are now possibly extinct in the wild, and they're very beautiful in themselves.
The plants are like people, and if you talk to them right, and if you come across one that's not doing very well and you cut its hair and give it a little talking to and say pull yourself together, and a fortnight later it's looking much, much brighter. We have disasters like everybody else, we have gales, but it is a very special place, and I expect some people will remember Confucius' saying, if you want to be happy for a day, get drunk. If you want to be happy for a week, get a wife. If you want to be happy forever, get a garden. And it's something like that, and that's why it means so much to me.
I'm very keen on trees, and there's a spectacular tree collection here. And I think a lot of visitors just pass them by as like giant umbrellas. And it's something I'd like to develop, is sort of getting everything labelled and maybe having a route mapped out so that people can appreciate them.
Well, the garden has a whole load of different moods in different areas depending where you are. Here we are sitting with what we call the front view of the castle, the front lawns, the formal lawns behind me. We're in the middle of the wildflower meadow, which is a wonderful wildlife haven. The bit of the garden everyone really should go to, the more formal part, is the terrace, the green walk that stretches for half a mile from near the clock tower side of the castle, and a wonderful walk along the hillside, looking over clipped box and yew hedge to the Lakeland Fells beyond, and behind which are many sort of fairly tender plants that elsewhere in the country would have to be in a greenhouse. Then we have the Sino Himalayan walk. One of our plant hunters, our recent plant hunters, said they were in Tibet a few years ago, and they camped in the middle of the night, and they woke up the next morning and had to pinch himself because he didn't know was he at Muncaster or was he in Tibet, because the view was just like it was in the Sino Himalayan walk. So there is a touch of the Orient there.